Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I will be your host today for Imperator Rome, as we head into episode 5 of our Verenia to Germania Magna Let's Play, for that good old spicy achievement. Now, I feel rather enlightened, and also at the same time, rather stupid, because I learned a couple things yesterday by a very, very graceful intellectual in the comments who told me how migration actually works. You know, people who have actually played this game, I've already sort of figured out, noticed that I've been doing this kind of really wrong. And that's kind of obvious at this point. I mean, I've actually played a migratory tribe before. I've just never actually used the migration button, which sounds stupid. It sounds about as stupid as it is, because it's true. But I've never actually used the button, because what I thought would happen is it uproots your entire tribe and you can just, like, move it somewhere else. Kind of like how in EU4, if you guys are familiar with the North American natives, I thought that was going to be the same system. So I never really ever hit the button. That's just the truth. And I was told that the button does something very different. And it does. It does do something very, very different. What it does instead is, if we're not at war, I can show you, but in a lot of the places where we have, you know, Swabian culture as our majority, which is a lot of these places over here, we can actually just pick up our pops here, up to 20 of them. They turn into units, and then we can just move them somewhere else, and they just settle there. It just works, apparently. I don't know if you can split these units and, you know, settle multiple places. If you can, great. If you can't, I mean, also great, because you're still slapping down 20 of them. You can move them over to colonize more places. But all you really need to do is put 21 pops into a place. So just move them all into one area. You know, in theory, somewhere with the highest place you can put them, 10 maybe. So that you can basically just, you know, not have everyone starve in the few days that you're moving them over. But yeah, pretty much you do that. And generally, you're solid, you're good to go. You can pick up your troops and you can move them wherever you need to put them. Sure. Those guys will win pretty instantly. Very nice. Apparently we have a lot of new things coming in from these places. Yeah, we have a lot of things. And we can't even trade them to ourselves, because we're full on imports, actually. So we might as well hand them out. Money's going to be important, because for this strategy to work, we do have to move a lot of our pops around. And that's expensive. That's expensive now, because it uses money, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can move a pop here. It's going to cost you the base cost of 5. Maybe 4 vegetables. Exported vegetables. Sure, why not? But essentially, we need to move 21 pops into here. We currently have 4 out of 8, so we need to move 16 over. 16 with a base cost of 5 is obviously going to be 80 gold. It's not so bad, actually. But the only thing is we can't be at war for this, so in any case, we really do just sort of need to get out of this war, really. Now, I can't really do that too well, but I can move at least the retinues over, because they're going to be helpful. Another thing is these migratory units. Okay, I thought this said I had 0 left, but no, I'm just dumb. Never mind. We beat those, okay, yeah, we beat the barbarians. And someone doesn't like us. Semnonia, well, why on earth wouldn't you? Insults. So you insulted me and now you don't like me? Is that how that works? Is that... I never insulted you, so I'm just sort of confused here, honestly. Anyway, sure, we'll export those. Are you exporting vegetables? Yes, you are. At least I am. I'm being insulted by everyone. Well, that's rude. I also believe that when you take units out, or sorry, when you move your pops around, it uses a little bit of stability, which we do have a high amount of. So hopefully if this war ends soon, which it might not, I don't know. If it does, that'll work out pretty much fine. Seems our enemies are in 2 wars now, actually. Yeah, I don't really have any problems with this war. It's just sort of not my problem. I don't know. Actually, they're coming a little close, huh? Hey, they're looking a little bit close here. Making sure I'm on the right maintenance. I don't have that many units to fight with, actually, so that'll be fun. And when it comes to finding out where we want to settle, I'm pretty sure it's a general rule to just try and settle as many provinces as you can. Pretty much because, like, you're going to have more pop growth because it's spread out over things. Like, pop growth isn't based on how many pops you have in a thing, unless you're, of course, above it. So, if you have a pop base, well, not pop base, but if you have a whole bunch of different places, then it's going to just grow faster. It's going to be nice. It also seems like the AI doesn't usually do this behavior. I don't think, at least. Maybe they did over here. I can't actually be sure. They might have. They might have been moving over. But none of these guys have been doing it. Are you all, the kind of things that I think you are? Migratory? No, these guys are settled tribes. So they actually just started colonizing. Okay. Okay, alright. Or maybe new tags popped up. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes new tags do pop up. But I am kind of concerned about this whole line, though. I don't know why this border was created. Does that separate anything specific? No, it doesn't. That's just a weird border. What on earth? It doesn't even follow a river. It's just... they got like a paint stroke and they're like, ah, that looks pretty good. Okay, that's weird. But alright. No, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, so now they're actually in my territory, which I have a problem with. I didn't think this war was gonna come to me, but... I guess if it's here, we'll just get rid of them, I guess. Sure. Oh, the Latin local power all the way down there? Really? Didn't even know we could reach there. Would this be a suicide move? No, not technically. I'm gonna wait for them to lock in. This could end up being in our favor. It's gonna hurt a lot, but I guess we apparently do need to stop them now. You can pretty much only hope it works out. Which slightly yes, because we have envelopment. I feel lied to. The game told me it would work. I guess it doesn't count reinforcements, which... okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. I guess it just doesn't. How are the numbers looking? Not great. Well... yeah, roughly equal, slightly less on our side. Well, I mean, this guy doesn't exist, so... go ahead, take him. There's nothing here. Barbarians on the right. A war I didn't want to be in on the left. We're having a good time. Let's get some money. Let's move you out of that battle. Apparently I don't get to move you out of that battle. Okay, well, we're at about this point in the game. Where are my mercs? Those are my pirates. I don't want pirates. Well, let's grab these guys. They cost, yeah, okay. 3.6 every month. We can afford them. I guess this is where we're at. A little bit unfortunate, but when you have to win a war, you have to win a war, so... I guess that's just how it is. I don't know why we have to be the ones that do this, but oh well. Barbarians are just gonna... just walk around, I guess. They'll eventually leave. I don't think they end up killing pops, although they really should end up killing pops. I don't think they do. Kind of weird. Yeah, it just says barbarians. Nothing changed there. Okay. I don't know why I have to change your tactics. You're mercenaries. You should know what you're doing, but whatever. These guys down here. Ember, can I move that to anywhere else? No, okay. But I will start to increase the imports we can do here, because apparently we have enough for that. So let me get some more imports here and here. Alright, so here's... Oh, wait, apparently the war's over and I didn't even notice. They just full annexed them. They didn't take any of my stuff, because they didn't take the fort, but... Okay, never mind. I guess we can disband the mercs then. You guys too. Yeah, I guess we don't need you. A little bit disappointing, but whatever. Now I get to bring my guys over here to deal with the barbarians, so... Okay, so basically, what we're going to do is we're going to start stacking units, or not units, pops in here. In Lemovia. Okay, my balance is good again. Great, okay, that's good. We're going to have to move a couple pops in here, and by a couple I mean a lot. I don't want to... yeah, actually, slaves and tribesmen are fine. I prefer tribesmen because they settle as tribesmen, which is good. Yeah, they settle as tribesmen, which is nice. Another thing is, since I've been centralizing, it actually makes this more expensive. Which is a little bit unfortunate. If I do this... Okay, so the cost is actually just through, it's just through stability. Okay. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Is it like a cost per unit? No, it isn't. It's literally just... Let's look at something with a different number. That's 6. Let's go with 7 here. No, it's the same cost. Okay. I think the base cost would end up being just like 7 or something. 7.5 probably. Which ends up being fine. Okay, let's start moving some units down here so we can wrap around and just keep colonizing this direction. We have to fill up like a bunch of space actually. If we look over here, a lot of space here, a lot of space here, and a lot over here. So what we want to do is... I don't know, do I want to start reversing centralization actually? Because I was increasing centralizations that I could, what is it? Reform to a tribal kingdom once we get 25 centralization. But now might not be a good idea. Interesting dynamic we find ourselves in here. Alright then, let's go look at our laws. I don't think we will decrease our centralization back down. I don't think we'd have to. And of course, being more centralized does give you good benefits for other things. It's just like, how much land are we going to have to fill in, and how much is going to be filled in by the AI colonizing? We're going to have to fill in like a lot. Don't get me wrong, this is a lot of land to fill in. But you can also colonize the other way. It takes longer, but it's still technically something you can do. Okay, let's just start with our process here. Of course, we need to get rid of the barbarians first. These units actually do take up, what do you call it? Maintenance and stuff, so it's going to hurt the economy a little bit. And if they die, then you literally just lose pops, which is not good, obviously. Very bad. Alrighty, let's go get those guys. Easy win. Let's bring all of you guys down there. I knew they were going to walk back in, so just left this guy there. There you go. Okay, I think we're going to start moving the pops now. So we're going to move everyone... Oh, you guys are a 10. Let's move to the highest population we have. Do we have a 7 population? We do. Are you the right thing? 43% sorry, not Scandian. Swebian. That counts. That counts as well. Okay, sure. Let's move pops into here. We want some, of course, as many Swebians as we can. So we're just going to move a bunch in. 2-6 Swebian. Sure. Swebian from Rugia. Oh, Rugia apparently had even more. I feel kind of dumb. Well, we're already here, so. 6 Swebians. They do cost quite a little bit, don't they? How many are we? We're at 16. Okay, not bad. So we want 21, I believe, is the optimal number here. So let's get some more. Prefer to get the tribesmen, because they're already tribes. Technically, having things other than Swebians is fine. They're going to keep their culture, I believe. So it doesn't really make much of a difference. We are at 18. Okay. 2 more. Actually, 1 more, because we need to get 21. Okay, so now we have 21 units here. 20 of them are going to move, 20 migration units, so it's going to leave this here, so it's not going to be uncolonized. Going to hit this button. Oh no, we lost a bit of stability. Fortunately, these guys do get to exist. They can also split in half, which is nice. Very important. Sure, we'll keep them on skirmishing, it doesn't really matter. But you'll see our economy is probably going to take a hit soon, because these guys are a big old 20 stack, which I'm pretty sure does cost us maintenance. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Oh, that must have been a change. Okay. Because they used to apparently cost you maintenance, but they don't. Interesting. We might as well at least give you a command or two. And we'll do that. Clear out all the barbarians for them. Now, from what I've been told, from what I understand at least, as long as you have more units than wherever you're trying to colonize, you can settle pretty easily. So the good thing about that is pretty much what you can do is split them in half. Let's say, okay, we have 1 in here. All we need, I think, is 1. 1 unit can settle here. 1 unit can settle here. 3 here. 2 here. 3 here. 4 here. You know, all that stuff. You just need the exact same number, and it'll actually double your, what you actually end up having. At least I am pretty sure. So it'll integrate your sort of tribe in there as well. I don't know, who are you? Dendaria, you're a settled tribe, so what are you doing over here? Yeah, there's no way you're a settled tribe either, or a migratory thing here, because that's not what you are. Let's grab another... Oh, okay, yeah, we actually sold all our stuff, so we can't, but... Yeah, you know, we've got the right gist, at least. Okay, barbarians are gone. Very nice. So I think we don't want to move them all down and like just settle 20 at once. That's super inefficient. Of course, what we want to do is split off 1. Are you settling? No, you're not, because you're not light infantry. Yeah, so we hit settle here. All of them come over here. We split this in half. What happens? 2 of these? Okay, very, very nice. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And to settle here, let's create a new unit with 1 of these. Select it. It'll settle. And boom. Okay, yeah, that's exactly how it works. I am impressed. I'm rather happy, actually. Because we can actually colonize all of Vestulia right now. However, obviously, that's really inefficient. We don't want to colonize the whole area because these areas will eventually reach 10 pops and start creeping over here anyway. And there's significantly less stuff that we have to colonize here than, say, in Boyohehum or Boyohemum. So we might as well start colonizing sort of along here so that they start ticking up in pops, and then we can kind of do the same thing and keep going. At least that's what I'm thinking. Just sort of go as far as we can, really. And although they do get... Oh, there you go. Told you, I have never actually settled a new home. Clearly. Very clearly. I don't know if you got that pop-up, but... there it is. So what do we need here? Ooh! Slaves of... When did... There was no chance of a slave revolt. Where'd it come from? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Where is this? In Venetica. Venetica. Okay, so slave rebellions can be dangerous. We need to deal with those right now. I didn't expect that. It's full loyalty. I guess it's just a random event that can happen. That's a really uncomfortable random event, but I guess it is. Alright then. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's also give ourselves more imports over here. Of course, yeah, you can still settle. It doesn't matter. So let's do a little bit of experimenting. Can one unit settle here? Well, of course, there's one. Okay, yeah, okay. No problem here. Move them both over. Actually, we'll try and split the attrition a little bit. Actually, attrition doesn't matter. They're just consuming food. It's fine. Whatever. We want to split you. How many are here? 3. Okay, what happens when we split one off? Okay, yeah, it does have to have 3 migrants. That's what I thought. That's totally fine. So let's create the new unit with 3. They'll settle here. Over here we have 2. So we will create a new unit. 2 will go here. 3 will go there, and that'll be enough for those guys. So you'll head over here. And yeah, okay, it actually does double the guys in there. And yeah, no, it doesn't actually convert them. It just gotcha. Gotcha, no problem. Doesn't convert them, it just integrates them in there. So these guys can settle here. New Omen. What do we want here? Probably more tribesman output. That would be nice. You guys are going to settle right about here. This is a 4 out of 5, and that is a 1 out of 6, and that is a 4 out of 6. That is a total of 9, but we have 10 here. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so we could also go... so a 4, a 1, a 2. End up with 7. Is there a 3 nearby? You could go with 4, 1, 4, 1, right? That works out? Yeah, it does, okay. So let's go and split this guy. Need 4 here, 4 here. I need to split one off to go over here. Split one off to go down here. Need a new governor for this whole region too. So let's make that, I mean, sure, why not? You seem pretty alright. Not awful, at least. Sure. No more imports, despite the things that we've gotten in here. So you can actually settle right here. And, oh right, I need to split you off into another unit. You can go down here. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't need to. Well, you will anyway. Settle here. Okay, if I can import there, I can import somewhere else too. Fish, okay. Yeah, it is just fish, gotcha. So, or we can move fish here. We get ourselves the surplus. The surplus gives us more monthly food. We also have fish here. Sure, we'll give ourselves the things first. This actually does give you a lot of new goods, actually. Slave revolt defeated. Show them leniency. Resettled, or we will kill them and gain happiness. I think this is better. Having the slaves be a little bit happier is better. Because then they start to produce more things for us, and that's kind of nice. Okay, so these guys over here, we'll do this. We will settle you here. We'll settle you here. There we go. That was a nice little expansion. Let's see how much time we have left for today. Well, we're at 25 minutes. Maybe it would be a good time to put in a cut real quick. Oh, of course, we could also get more hemp in here. especially in our capital where it matters the most because we have a whole bunch of slaves. So maybe we would like to get hemp in here. There we go. Slaves are happier now, slightly, kind of. Ooh, a new retinue has just popped up. That's nice. All right, not bad. I feel like this can be made a lot easier if we. Yeah, so the centralization doesn't matter as much, I don't think. At least not to me personally. Maybe it would be nice to have, obviously, but I mean, if you just look at what happened here, you do it efficiently, you don't really have any problems. So, I think we can keep doing this for a little while. Because we just got, like, a whole bunch of land over here. I think that was a solid 8 provinces, which is as much as I usually take in a war. But pretty much for the cost of 80 gold, which is not so bad, really. Alright then, that sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode. This is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day.